Released back in 2017, the ASRock Z370 Extreme4 motherboard is packed full of powerful high-end features at a budget price. This video is brought to you by us, Game Technologies Video and Photo, the startup of our videography and photography part of our business. We'll be starting this this summer, about July. If you're in the Grand Blanc area and have something that you could have us take photos of or a video, such as football games, basketball games, or weddings, dance recitals, we will be there. We have a flat price of a to be determined. We are still figuring out that final part, but when the website is finished, you can go into the link description below to check it out. Now let's get on to the video. So let's get started by opening up the box. This is the box that will come in. It'll look something along the lines of this. You can see we have the Z370 Extreme4 with Intel Optane ready, Z370 chipset with Intel cores inside. Supports RGB LED, NVIDIA SDI, and AMD Crossfire. So we're going to just open up these flaps. Take this, and then I'm just going to attempt to take it out. Here we go. We'll set this aside. Here we are with another box, and we'll open it up this way to what is inside. We have our two M.2 screws for our two M.2 drives. We have our driver installation disc, the third M.2 for the PE Wi-Fi driver screw. We have a ASRock Extreme4 postcard, so I don't really know why you have this, but I mean, I guess it's something interesting. We have the rear I/O shield with its black and gray design. The ASRock SLI shield, doesn't look like there's any branding, as you can see here. We got four SATA cables, a quick installation guide, and a software setup guide. So we're going to put all of these to the side. And under this flap, you have the board itself. So we're going to take this out. Put this back in, and this board is in my personal ultimate rig. So let's take the board out of the anti-static shield. All right, here is the board. We currently have this anti-protective film on, so I'm going to go grab some scissors and I'm going to cut it off. Here we have the board itself. The Z370 motherboard packs a huge punch with 8 SATA ports with 2 Ultra M.2 drives. There's also a third M.2 that is way behind here by the looks of it. All the way up behind here, where our M.2 key E for our Wi-Fi driver will be. Now keep in mind, when the M.2 ports are taken up, 2 SATA drives will be unavailable to you. For example, if this M.2 drive over here gets taken up, M.2, not M.2. I do that. Ports 1 and 3 will not be usable. If you take out this M.2, ports 2 and 4 won't be usable. Now, those are not the specific ports. You can find it in the instruction guide, but that's just an example. Using a socket 1151, this board only supports 8th generation Intel Core processors. If you are packing a 9th gen Intel Core processor, you'll need to upgrade to the Z390 Extreme4, which is actually probably a bit cheaper than the Z370 board because this board was just discontinued. So this board also supports overclocked DDR4 at 4,333 speed. Now over to the rear I/O. We have two USB 3.1 Gen 2 with 10 gigabit per second, one Type A and one Type C. We have 4 USB 3.1, 4 Type A, 1 Type C, an HDMI. You know what? I need to restart. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna cut all this out. Okay, so for the rear I/O, we have two USB 3.1 Gen 2 at 10 gigabits per second, one Type A and one Type C. We also have 4 USB 3.1 Gen 1, one Type C, 4 Type A, and we have 4 rear. With graphics outputs, we have an HDMI, DVI-D, and VGA. The board also includes a Intel Gigabit LAN and is Intel Optane memory ready. We take a look at the physical board, and ASRock continues using its sleek and sexy dark designs. I need to retake that again. Oh my god, this is killing me. Okay, we're gonna start again. Now on the rear I/O shield, we have two USB 3.1 Gen 2 at 10 gigabits per second, one Type A and one Type C, 9 USB 3.1 Gen 1, one Type C, 4 Type A, and 4 rear. With graphics outputs HDMI, DVI-D, and D-Sub or VGA. The board also includes a gigabit LAN and is Intel Optane memory ready. If we take a look at the physical board itself, we see ASRock keeps its sleek and sexy design, sporting the ASRock Purity Sound 4, 3 PCIe 3.0 X16, 3 PCIe 3.0 X1. Cutting this part. And one M.2 Wi-Fi key slot, as I showed you earlier. Also, the board has RGB LED here and here under the heatsink, and is NVIDIA Quad SLI compatible. Although I don't really know why you would use NVIDIA Quad SLI since you don't really have a need for it, but is also AMD three-way cross-file compatible. So my thoughts, this board is an absolute beast with the amount of M.2 drive ports along with the 8 SATA ports and the M.2 key Wi-Fi. With the AMD ASRock Purity Sound 4, makes it into my ultimate personal rig. Well, that is it for today, folks, and we'll see you in the next one. This is Andrew from Game Technologies, signing off.